Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Ultraverse podcast with Chase and Casey, where we talk about all things Ultraverse.
This week we have Kelli Means, our good friend, on the podcast. Thanks a lot for joining us, Kelli.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, this is episode 20.
Did I say that?
Nope.
Oh, no. Episode 20.
Yay!
I just talked about it.
You did, yeah. Yeah, we've been meaning to have Kelli on for a while because she's actually a big part of the Ultraverse team, so we're really excited to have her on here.
Absolutely. She's been a part of Team Ultraverse since the original cowboy, the
Yep.
OG cowboy,
The
right?
cool deer, yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, and we'll
Yeah,
talk
that's
about
the-
that for sure.
Yeah, that was the first time I met you guys.
Lucky you. Ooh,
And
All
you've
right.
seen a lot of us since then.
she has.
I
yes.
have.
So how I like to get this rolling is I would like to know about Kelli Means, who is not an ultra runner. Tell us anything about yourself that you're willing to share.
So my day job, I guess, is I'm a mental health and addictions therapist. And I am all online teletherapy, which means I get to work from home, which is nice because my commute is about 30 seconds up my stairs. And I have a part-time gig at I work at the YMCA here in town, just like front desk stuff, and it gets me a free membership, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then I have access to a sauna, which is really good for training of things I'm not supposed to talk about right now. And I have ADHD, so I have like 15 different interests that I do. Of course.
Why not? Yeah.
I do a lot of knitting and crochet. I mean, I've been at your guys' races doing volunteering, doing knitting and crochet, and then I like doing some woodworking. So I've made some shells
Cool.
and some signs for buckles and for medals and things like that as well. And I have 5 animals. I joke that my house is a mini petting zoo. I've got 2 dogs and 3 cats.
That's wonderful.
The more the merrier, if you
It's
ask
okay.
me.
Mhm.
Was there a specific reason you decided to get into like the mental health field?
Um, I don't know. I think it just kind of became sort of a natural thing to me. I have an aunt that is she's a therapist as well. And so I think I kind of had that in. And then in high school, it just kind of seemed like, well, it, it's easy for me to talk to people about the stuff that's really difficult for them.
Sure. Cool.
Awesome. Love that. So now we can talk about ultra running. Thank God, right? Jeez, what else do we talk about? If you're a runner, what else can you talk about? So how did you get into running? Were you a runner in high school? Did you play sports in high school? What did that look like?
I have always been a terrible runner, and I will maintain that to this day. On paper, I should not be a runner. But I did sports in high school. I was 4 years in volleyball. I did track up through my sophomore year of high school, and then I stopped. Um, and part of it, I think, is I didn't realize until I was about 30 that I have exercise-induced asthma. And so for most of my life, I just thought that I was like terribly out of shape and could never get in shape because I'd get to a certain point. Up until I started having an inhaler, I never knew what it felt like to run so much that your legs were sore because my
Yeah.
lungs would give out first. But then after college, when I was in grad school, I was also working at a hospital on a locked psychiatric unit. So like the people who are getting, police called on them for welfare checks and stuff, those are the people I was working with.
Yeah.
The people that you see walking down the highway naked and you're calling, you're like, hey, something's not right. Those are the people I was working with.
Yeah.
And I started running again just as like stress relief.
Yeah.
I skipped over the traditional like 5K, 10K and went straight to a half marathon. Did a few of those, and then I got diagnosed with arthritis in my low back,
Okay.
and I started having issues with one of my legs, and I stopped running for a while. I like cried for a week because I thought I was never going to be able to run again.
Yeah.
Got in with a chiropractor about 10 years later and realized that what was actually happening is I'm one of like the lucky 30% of people that my sciatic nerves goes through my psoas muscle, which is one of your hip flexors. And my hip flexor, my psoas, was chronically tight. So
Okay.
it felt like I had sciatica, but really my psoas was just tight.
Okay.
And that chiropractor showed me how to release that, and I started running again. I did half marathon. I did one marathon, and I was like, I don't know if I can do a marathon. Like, I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah.
I did the marathon. It was an awful experience. It was terrible.
I think they're supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I I ran out of electrolyte tablets at like 19 miles, I think. It was like a half marathon, and then the back half of the marathon was an out and back.
Yeah.
And it was about the time that I turned around, I ran out, and then they didn't have, like, any Gatorade or anything, it was, like, just water that they had, and I'm like, "I have water in my stomach, it's just not absorbing."
Yeah.
So it was really terrible, and then I think it was a little bit after that that I got connected with you guys. My friend Emily, had run the marathon as well and said, "Wow, I really wanna try to go further," and so she signed up for Cowboy 100 the original year. Had an injury and she wasn't able to run it. So I had already taken the time off work and I said, I might as well go and just see what this is about, get some
Yes.
experience. And I just loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. Everybody was so welcoming. Like the running community as a whole is very welcoming, but I feel like the longer the distance gets, the more welcoming people are.
I
Yeah.
agree. I
I think
agree.
you're
And
right, yeah.
it I really kinda noticed it in those moments, you know,
Mhm.
like, some of the first people that I came in contact with was, John Prosser and his family,
Nice.
and I walked into their aid station in Neely, and I was just like, "I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I've never done any of this, just tell me what to do and I'll do it."
Yeah.
Um, and it was a really great experience, and then I had the credits, I signed up for the sticks with you guys,
Yep.
72 hours because go big or go home. I
That's right.
mean,
Why not?
Longest distance available at the
Of
sticks.
course,
right,
yeah.
I might as well just see what I can do.
Absolutely.
And it just kinda took off from there. I didn't do, like, my first straight 50K until after the sticks.
Yeah,
Okay, we
we were
weren't
talking
sure,
about
yeah.
that, and I was thinking that you did run your first ultra distance with us.
Yeah,
And now that you mention it, yeah, you had a marathon going into the sticks, and then that first year you got like 70 something
74
miles. Is
miles?
that right?
I think it was
Because
76.
you
Okay.
tripled
Something
your
yeah.
PR.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right,
yeah.
that's right.
I remember that now. That was awesome. So the first time
Mhm.
we met was actually Kelly volunteering at the
Mhm.
Cowboy 200 the first year,
Yes.
and she moved all over the place for
She
us,
saved our ass.
and she saved our asses because, yeah, first year races are always so tough to get
Mhm.
enough volunteers.
And it
Eh
was cold.
yeah, and she did a hell of a lot more than just work aid stations. She went and checked on,
Man.
unmanned aid stations,
Mhm.
worked through the
Yep.
nights, which is always the
Moved
hardest shift to
some
get.
I think I took, the sleep bags and stuff to
Probably,
Wood Lake.
yeah, from Atkinson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we
So,
don't do that anymore, thank
tremendous amount
God.
of help.
But yeah, it was so helpful.
That was the cold year.
It was the
That
cold
was the
year.
cold year, yeah.
Oof. What a tough
And you
year.
volunteered at Cowboy every year
She
Yeah.
has
since
been part
then?
of it
Yeah,
every year since then, yeah.
and a
She's
huge
done
part
Wood
of it.
Lake, been the Wood Lake captain. You've worked at Ewing pretty much every year
Yep.
as well, the night shift there.
Yep,
Mhm.
And then she's always running around and grabbing shit for us too,
yep.
which is great. Because we always have to stay ahead of everybody. And we
Mhm.
get so far from those unmanned aid stations, it's like a freaking 3-hour drive round trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have someone there that can just grab a couple of things for us.
Usually by the time Cowboy is over, my entire car
It's
is
full.
filled with, like, the water jugs and stuff like
Yep.
that.
Yeah. We need to get you some sort of hitch on your car
Right.
to put it on.
I'm so glad you reached out that year
Yeah, for sure.
'cause,
It worked out well.
we'll get into it, but you've been a lot
Glad
of
you.
help since then as well. But before we get into that, let's talk about the sticks a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Since you've ran that basically
She
every
has been there
year.
every year, I think.
Every year or every
Not
year
Except for the
since
first year.
the
Yep.
first? Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I was gonna say, just
Yep.
not the first.
Mhm.
Because Cowboy and the Sticks were actually introduced the same year, but the Sticks came first in the
Yep.
calendar.
Yep.
So, yep,
Mhm.
every year since then, though. 72-hour every year.
Every time.
We already talked about you got that 76 miles the first year, and then that next year you got your first hundo. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
Yes.
Tell
My
us
my
about that
Yeah.
experience.
The first year I had no idea what to expect really. I didn't have trail shoes either at the time. And so I came in and I had my road shoes and I had like a pair of I think what I used in the field was it was a pair of Mizuno's. It was one of their I can't remember, but it had like a little bit of traction in the back and
Mhm.
so that's what I used. And
Yeah.
like that was my first time of like truly feeling the entirety of the bottom of my foot just like pins and needles hurting. And I remember at one point going around and it was before that like middle big hill
Mhm.
that's at like the 1.5 mark.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just like stood at the bottom of it and I looked up and I just like screamed fuck as loud as I could because it just like everything just hurt so bad. And my pacer Heather is standing there and she's like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell
I
you
don't
or
know
what
what
to
to do for
do.
you.
Yeah.
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 But it was real bad. And then but I was so glad to get that last little bit and that because we ended on a road loop that year.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. I think we
And
started a different time that year.
Mhm.
yeah,
'Cause now
because
we start on road loops, yeah.
Mhm.
yeah. And that like that last road loop, like I somehow like my second wind came in at that
Mhm.
point, and I was like, all right, I'm ready to like just run this in and get it done. My second year at the Sticks, I I had Jeremy with me and I got my first 100. I was shooting for 150, but just wasn't in the cards.
Sure.
Mhm.
Couple things happened, went wrong. And I'm never super great with really exposed races and especially with
Mm.
a lot of sun and heat because I have a
Mhm.
history of I've had heat exhaustion like 3 or 4 times.
Gotcha.
One time to the point of actually passing out. So
Mhm.
I really have to be careful with that. So
Mhm.
that kind of slowed down and then there was like a monsoon the first night
There
Yes.
was.
and everything
Yes.
got shut down and I'm like even when it opened back up I'm like I don't really want to go out in the rain right now. Like that just doesn't sound fun. And we had to fix our tent and all this other stuff, but I got my 100 done. And that I was really excited about that, really proud of that.
Mhm.
And then last year, I was so like I was ready for it. I was on pace to get my 150.
Mhm.
And then somewhere in day 2, that muscle like on the front of my shin, like the outside, it just hurt. Like picking up my foot, moving it at all. It just hurt. Last year was a terrible year of races for me. It
Mm.
just
Yeah.
like everything went wrong, and I think some of it was the shoes I had, so changed it out, totally different shoes now. But that started hurting and then had someone work on that a little bit. I got, a compression sock on or like an ankle one on, and I remember, like, sitting at the aid station, putting it on, and it just hurt so bad, and I'm just, "Fuck," as I'm
Mhm.
pulling it up, and everybody
Mhm.
just kinda went silent for a second and then just continued on doing what they were doing.
Like, she's actually fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
she's still sitting there.
Yeah.
She's talking at least, so she
Yeah.
must be
Yeah.
fine. Um, and then I started overcompensating with my right knee, and so
Yeah.
that started going out, and it just, like I realized that I was done, and I think that's
Mhm.
Yeah.
actually my lowest mileage year last year. It was, like,
Okay.
2 miles lower or something like that.
Mm. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Maybe that's the 74 miles that I saw.
That's probably
I
it.
just looked at all of them and
Yeah.
they went in one
Yeah,
eye and
last
out
year.
the other, I
Yep, I
guess.
remember
But
that from
yeah.
last year, and that always happens when you're overcompensating. It seems like
Mhm.
just shit
Mhm.
just snowballs from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
But
realized then, like, it's just not gonna happen, and
yep.
I'm sitting there and I'm crying and I'm like,
Yeah.
Mm.
"1 more year. I just gotta do 1 more year so I can get my 150."
Yeah.
That's right, and you gotta get in the Sticks Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
Hall of Fame.
All
Hall
far.
Farm.
Yep.
I'll be close.
You will be.
Next year, I should be able to.
Because you'll be at like you're at
You get
246,
you get 150 this year. She's had 100, and then she's had 2, like,
270s.
75s or
Mhm.
so, so 150 there. So, yeah, you get it next year.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. So, goal this year, 150?
At least.
Rock
Nice.
on.
I
Ooh,
mean,
Hell
higher?
yeah.
I've gotta okay, I wanna beat what I did at Pilgrimage.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You were like 30. You were
I
3
was
loops
at
short?
I think so. I was at 153 or 154.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So pilgrimage this year. Let's get into that. I mean, you added 50 miles to your previous PR.
Mm-hmm.
You're at 152-ish. Is that right?
Yeah.
You're right at 150. Something
I
like
think
that.
it was like 155 or something, or maybe even 158.
It wasn't one. I think it was 153 because the only
Okay.
one I had left was the green route for the rest of that. That
For that journey. Okay. Yeah.
So 220 to finish the pilgrimage. You got 150. You were super down about that. I could
Mhm.
tell, and super disappointed, but fuck, I mean, adding 50 miles to your PR, it's always a pretty damn good week
And
when you can do that. And that's not an easy course either. I mean, you don't necessarily have a whole lot of things like that to train on around Nebraska.
I have nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless I go like way out west, and even then it's like, I mean, you guys have the cowboy starts here. It's flat. Like I look around and what I have in town, and there's like 3 hills that if I run those consistently, like that's close
Hills.
to it.
Right.
Yeah, hills.
Yeah.
And they're all concrete. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing as far as like trying to train for the terrain of it. Like, yeah, we have sand here. I guess that's kind of the closest, but
Yeah.
there's nothing. And I got into the first few and I was like, wow, this is like, okay, this is more challenging. I haven't done anything like this before, but it's not too bad. And then I got to the red loop, or the rusty ladder, as I like to call it.
Nice.
And I got to that part where you go through that like little or
Notch.
whatever, and you go up
Yeah.
over, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah. I love that part. That's like one of my favorite parts of that course.
I got there and I was like, this is climbing to me. I'm from Nebraska.
Right?
Yep.
Like, do I need a helmet for this?
What is going on? And then you get on the other side of it. And to me, like, I remember talking too, and I'm like, there's just like, it just goes down like it's almost a cliff edge. And you're like, there's no cliff edges up here. And then I'm like, Nebraska.
Yeah.
It's a cliff edge to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned that, because when I swept that route afterwards, I like tried to be scared of something and try to find exposure. I told Chase, I'm like, I just don't know what.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Colorado exposure, no.
Yeah.
It's
Kansas,
just different.
Nebraska, yes, probably.
Yeah. What have you been exposed to in the past? You
Yeah,
know?
for
I mean,
sure.
so that's.
Yeah.
I've also heard the red loop be called red rum. Red rum.
Most of the time, I just heard "fuck the red loop."
Yes, a lot of that. I think
Mainly
I heard that
from
about all of
Christy.
them at some point.
Yeah.
By the end of it, I didn't mind the red loop. And that was actually the only place that I fell at pilgrimage.
Really?
And it was like, I don't remember where it was because it was also at night. And it was just like a little slip where there was like scree there. And I just like, my foot went out and I just like fell on my butt. And I'm like, oh, well, I got to fall out of the way at least. Like,
Yeah. It is an unbelievably scenic route, though.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
It's got some amazing views.
It does.
So obviously disappointing for you, but shouldn't be disappointed in it.
Mm-mm.
Other than that, what did you think about the pilgrimage?
My I guess view of it really kind of changed from day one to the end of it.
Yeah.
Day one, it was like, this is insane. This is way more than I'm prepared for. And by the end of it, I simultaneously wanted to immediately sign up, and at the same time, I was like, I don't know if I can do this again. But I think the night that when I left, I texted you, Casey, immediately, and I'm like, okay, so I kind of want to sign up again for next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Instantly. As soon as you left, you're like, nah, I'm coming back.
Yeah. And my crew this year, Steven, so he has never done any ultra stuff before. He's former military, though. He did a couple tours over in the Middle East. So I'm like, okay, you at least know what it's like to be on your feet for many hours a day and getting very limited sleep.
Yeah.
And it was a real learning process for him too, of like, okay, what do you need? But he did great. Like he did a good job. Okay, Larry's got to come up and join us again.
Hey, Larry.
Larry, don't be a pussy. There, I had to get it in.
You would never.
He's probably going to throw up on something now.
He would. He's the one that usually ends up throwing up. But Steven did a great job. Like he refilled my pack all the time. If I ever like, hey, I want this for food, he got it immediately. I can't complain about it at
He was
all.
He seemed like
awesome.
he did
Yeah.
really good. Yeah, he was,
He was always over at the aid station getting your stuff. Yep.
yeah, and I think there was one time, like, he's like, the reason you ran out of water is because I think I didn't have it held right when I was filling it, and it's like he was, you could tell he was learning a lot, but he was doing really well for
Mhm.
being his first time at something, and, like, that's a major thing to be crewing an ultra for the first time too, for a race that extensive,
Especially,
Mhm.
like that.
for that long, and he was by himself for a long time until Heather got there,
Yeah.
because she got
Yeah.
there, like, 3
Thursday,
days in?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it we have a long history of like supporting each other in those moments because he was also kind of last minute.
Mhm,
I was supposed to have somebody crew me that I had been dating, and then we
mhm,
broke up at the beginning of February.
mhm.
And I'm like, okay, can't count on you anymore for this. Got it. Um, and then I had an end of February race, and I was like, I'm not even worrying about this
Sure.
until that race is done.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, Larry.
He can
Cats
just
are worse than
stay.
toddlers.
I
I
think all animals are.
Yeah. Um, so I got through that. I had talked to my mom because my parents are both retired now, and I was like, "Hey, would you be willing to?" And she's like, "I don't know. I'll have to think about it."
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, Steven's in Grand Junction, like that, and he's in school right now. He's in school for EMT,
Mm.
um, and he's nearing the end of it." And so I had talked to him, and he's like, "As long as I don't have clinicals or anything, yep, I can do that." And it worked out, and he had good enough service when I was out on loops, like, he was able to go through and even do some of his schooling there,
mhm.
which
Awesome.
Yeah.
was kinda nice for him. Um, but yeah, he did great. He's already like, "Yep, I I'll block it out next year for you too.
Nice.
You'll
Love
have."
that.
That's great.
Cool.
I didn't realize he was in Grand Junction. That's cool.
I think he mentioned it, but I don't think you were there. Yeah.
I probably wasn't there.
He'll be in Texas next year, I think is the plan for him.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
So it'll be a little bit further of a trip, but
Yeah, he was a good dude. He really liked Miles, and Miles
He
liked
did. He
him.
loved Miles. Yeah.
So anyone who likes Miles is cool with me.
Yep.
yeah.
That's like our initial "Are you a dick?" test. All right. So I also wanted to talk about Last Cowboy. You ran it our inaugural year,
Mhm.
and you have one of my favorite lap finishes from that. You were working your ass off to get that last lap done in time. And I was like, oh my God, Kelly's not back yet. Kelly's not back yet. And like we see you coming and you're just going so hard. Like you look like you're
Sprinting.
about to die.
Yeah.
And
I
I
was
love
in
that.
so much pain.
I
So
love
I
that.
I have a hamstring injury that has plagued me for probably like 4 years off and on. I was It was when I was marathon training, I think, and of course, it was hill sprints. Like, when
Mm-hmm.
else would it be?
Yeah.
And I just went a little too hard. And every now and then it comes back for me. And I think on my third or fourth loop, it started coming back, and I'm like, "Oh god, this is gonna be a struggle. I need to get at least 25, though. I know that I can get 25." And I got to that point, and I'm, like, trying to run, and I'm running until it starts hurting, and then it's like, "Fuck."
Mm.
And, I definitely let out a few choice words throughout that
Throughout the
entire.
town of O'Neill.
Yeah, yeah, and then I got to, like, 1 mile left, and I'm like, "Okay, I can do it, but I'm really gonna have to push it."
Mhm.
And so I just, like, kept pushing through, and I got to where it kinda comes around the corner, and I'm like, "Okay, I don't have a lot of time," and it's just, like, all out sprinting as hard as I can,
Mhm.
Sure.
and it was like 3 seconds. It
Yeah,
was
you were
not
like
much time.
within 5 seconds left to
Yes.
get
'Cause
done.
I went through, and then by the time, like, I had walked to the back of the corral, you were ringing the gong.
Yep.
Mhm. I'm
It
surprised you
was
didn't go back out again.
Oh, I was like, "No, it hurts so bad." Like,
She
I
about
just
collapsed when she came across.
Yeah, she did.
I was like, "Nope, nope, mm-mm."
But that leads to such an epic finish of that yard because,
Yeah,
you got all the people in the corral
that are
and
still
everyone's
going.
going for you
Yeah,
and cheering you on, and you come across. I mean, it's
yeah.
so fucking cool at those backyard races.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Um, usually the finishes that I remember the most aren't even like the last person standing and things like that.
No.
It's the people
Mm-mm.
that push like that really hard to get that
To get that.
one more
Mhm.
loop, you know what I mean?
Or like they barely make it back and then they go back out and die on the course. I love those too.
Yeah,
Like
that's awesome as well.
like at Eternal Damnation after someone times out, like we start the next lap and we go and meet the runners as they're going back into the trail from the road loop section. And oftentimes they'll be finishing their lap and it's just always like fun to see them still trying, like putting in so much effort still when they don't have to, but they are just to push themselves.
For sure.
Oof, sorry, I'm choking. On my own
So
saliva.
aside from those races, you've also ran a couple of our Kansas races as well.
Yeah, so you took a shot at the 50K.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, Eternal Damnation. That's a
Yeah.
great coffee mug. We
It
tried to reorder
is.
those and they
It's so
effed
great.
us
Our
big time.
mug place is just total shit now.
Yeah, because you got a shitty mug at the pilgrimage from the same company.
From the same company who
It's like
makes that one.
exact same. It was supposed to be like that exact same mug, just one color. And
Shout out to Discount Mugs, you suck.
you suck. Never again. But it's crazy because we got all of our mugs through them for so many years.
That's true.
And then all of a sudden, not so good.
Yep.
That's crazy.
God.
But Hell Creek 50K, right?
Mhm, Yep. You made it the full 20.
Yep, I made it the 20, and then coming back in, like I knew I wasn't gonna have the time for it.
Hot as shit.
That's such a hard race.
So hot.
It was hot, and then I started getting that blister on the outside of my left heel,
Yep.
which has now plagued me consistently.
Yep.
But I think again, it was the shoes that I was wearing. It
Yeah.
wasn't good shoes. I started feeling that hot spot. I stopped on the course. I had like just enough to like kind of take care of it until I could get to the drop bag. But by then I think the blister had already started.
Yeah.
And once it starts, like it's hard to get it. I don't think I had anything to pop it with at the time either.
Yeah.
And so when I got up to Hell Hill, it was like, okay, I'm going to try to do what I can with this, but I don't have a lot that I can do.
Yeah.
And it was just so painful. And I think I figured out what part of it is. I don't have single track trails.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
my feet aren't used to that. And even just that little bit of like shift that happens there, I think that's part of what it is. And all right, now I know I need to tape that better.
Yeah.
I know what the problem is.
Yeah, and a lot of that Hell Creek course is pretty narrow.
Yeah, absolutely. It is definitely designed for mountain bikes.
Mm-hmm.
And so even more so than a typical single track trail,
sure.
it does have those sides to it a little bit.
Yeah.
And a lot of people struggle with that for sure at that course.
Yeah.
You have also volunteered at the summit the last 2 years.
Last year and then this year.
Yeah, I'm counting this year, I guess. I'm looking to the future.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
French Pass.
French Pass.
And
French Pass.
you did the
I did
first aid
Frisco.
station. Yeah.
She did Frisco last
First aid
year
station. Yep.
with Kim and Chris.
Miles. God.
And I was at
Banging this.
4 total there because I did Frisco and then I helped at Tiger Road.
Oh, okay.
But-
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then I went up to French Pass, captained that with Helene. Saw some moose.
Uh-huh.
And that was really interesting experience because like my GPS first started to take me down like the really terrible Jeep trail.
Oh.
But you guys had told me like go first through Fair Play. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and I put that in and then I went through. We had 1 or 2 people that made it down that road, and it was one of the crew members that was in a truck, and they came in and they were like shaking.
Yeah.
They were like, I thought I was going to die. I thought that the truck was going to trip over like 3 times, and it's a rental. And their runner ended up like almost taking care of them because they were
they're
so
so
upset by
shaken.
it. But then I got to do what I really kind of like doing and taking care of what became a lot of uncrewed runners
Yeah.
Sure.
at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of, experience with working with feet again there. I think I fixed probably at least 15 people's feet
Wow.
up there. And then someone had been expecting like fresh shoes and fresh socks.
Oof.
I was like, I don't have shoes, but I have socks. Like I've got
That's
toe socks
awesome.
that you can borrow.
Yeah.
So someone borrowed a pair of my toe socks and then
Nice.
left them at.
Say, did you get them back?
Yeah, I did actually.
Ugh.
They left them at Keystone.
That's hilarious.
And I'm like, all right, washing those immediately when I get home.
Ew.
And then, I went down and I helped at Keystone. but it was
Breck
yes,
at the
Breck,
end? Okay,
sorry, not
okay.
Eastville. And it was just really it was a really fun experience. Car camping did not work well. My car is not comfortable to sleep in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I really didn't get a lot of sleep up at French Pass, even though like we did a good job of kind of taking turns. And having done enough races like this and knowing that where is it? Is it Lodgepole that's right before French Pass?
Mhm.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
knew like that road was pretty runnable.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I looked at the distance and I'm like, all right, it's almost sunup. Sunup's at, this time. It's this long. We're probably going to have people coming in about 3 hours or so. And Helene's like, really? You think so? And I'm like, trust me. And then about 3.5 hours, people start coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just those things that you get to know after doing races like this. People
Yeah.
will wait until sunup or just before to start getting going. And if it's a
Yeah.
runnable section, people are going to run it,
Yep.
Mhm. That's one
especially
of
in a
the
race
yeah.
like the Summit.
It's one of the
Exactly. Yeah.
few sections that's entirely runnable,
It's
the
like
entire
you
section.
better take advantage of it while
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think another thing that's tough with Summit for volunteers is that you don't have service on that side of the course. So
So
you
that was my
can't
favorite part.
well, yeah. Yeah. I guess, like, if you wanna disconnect for sure, but, like, you have no idea when runners are coming other than, like, if we tell you something, like, "Hey, you've got a
Right.
big break here," or something like that. So that's another difficulty with the
Mhm.
Summit,
For
but it's
sure.
also
Yeah.
awesome too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I was able to totally, like, shut off. I told anybody that was important, like, "Hey, you're not gonna be able to contact me through this time.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's just not gonna be able to happen. I'll get back to you, whatever." And as soon as I started coming down the mountain, I started getting, like, text messages and Facebook Messenger notifications and Snapchat and everything else, and
Mhm.
I think I had, like, 20 or 30 text messages by the time I
Yep.
came down, and some
Mhm.
of them were like, "Hey, are you okay? Your phone says that you're out of service. Are you okay?
Mhm.
Are you alive?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm
Don't you
fine."
just, like, hate turning your phone back
Yeah,
on after something
yes.
like that? God, you're just like, "Ugh, leave
Oh
me
gosh, yeah.
alone forever."
Mhm,
Checking your email when you're gone for a week and like off
yeah,
grid.
Ugh,
Oh, that's the
yeah,
worst.
it's terrible.
mhm.
Makes you want to run back into wherever you came from.
Yeah.
um so obviously the sticks is next
Mhm.
for you on the calendar. What's after that?
Don't know. I
Pilgrimage, obviously next year, but
pilgrimage. I'm playing around with doing Last Cowboy again.
Okay.
Kinda depends how things go. I talked with Lisa Marie quite a bit throughout pilgrimage this year, and at the end of it, when I had stopped, she's like, "Hey, I would really like to train you."
Uh-huh.
Uh, and so shout out for Lisa Marie Fosdale Griffin, structural integrity. She does personal training.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but she's gonna be training me for pilgrimage and,
Cool.
Nice.
just kinda starting with basics, and more or less right now, it's like, "Okay, let's just get you, like, consistent through the sticks, and then we're really gonna start, and I'm really gonna work you." And I'm like, "Oh
Mhm.
god, I don't know if I actually want that or not."
You might have some regrets.
I might. I might have to. Um, but yeah, I might do something like that. Otherwise, I don't really have anything set in stone right now. Pilgrimage is really kind of the next one that I have.
Awesome.
Styx is always gonna be on the schedule. I consider that my home race. It's like four and a
Yeah,
half hours from my home, but it's my home race. Cowboy is like my home volunteer race.
sure. Yeah.
And
Are
yeah,
you ever
no.
gonna run Cowboy? No pressure. Just does that interest you at all? Do you have big aspirations to do that sucker?
If you guys do a Nebraska slam like you have a Kansas slam, I
Oh,
might consider it. And I
okay.
know I know somebody who has somewhere that you could do a timed race.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm related to them, so they almost
We actually just talked to
We
who were we
have
talking
talked
we were
about
talking to
that
Kim
before.
about it.
Yeah.
We literally just talked to Kim about it, and she said, "There's a place I hear that's like a 5K loop. It's on a trail, and it's beautiful. That'd be great for a timed race." So,
Dude.
guess we gotta spend some more time in
We
Nebraska.
do. Maybe
I
when we
mean, if
come up for Cowboy, you can show us around.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want another pasture one, when Jeremy and I were doing Beast Trail racing, we did a timed race out at my dad's pasture,
Mhm.
and we ended up with like a 2.5 hour or 2.5 mile loop, I think is
Mhm.
what we ended up doing. And it worked out really well. It starts and ends in like the cattle corral where
Yeah.
the water tank is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
We had a boneyard. We'd found like all of the bones through the pasture, and I like painted them with glow in the dark paint and stuff.
That's
It was a
cool.
lot of fun.
We'll have to consider it.
Yeah.
So, but if we did, would you do the 100 or the 200? Cowboy.
Depends how Sticks goes.
Yeah. That's
I
fair.
want to say 200 because I like the shorter the distances, the faster you have to run, right?
Exactly.
sure.
You
And
know,
I'm not a fast runner.
Same. Yeah.
I had a 100 attempt earlier this year that did not go well for a variety of reasons, including technical issues with my cart because I
Oh
had to have
no. Yeah.
it.
So you did the
Yeah, I
push
remember
cart
that,
version.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did the push cart version, and my front two wheels literally fell off
Oh, good.
during the race, and I had to like attach them using shoestrings and bungee cords.
It's an important part of a cart is the wheels.
Yeah, apparently.
It's a sled. without
Otherwise,
the
you're
cart.
just dragging a big hunk of shit around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of pushing a big hunk of shit around anyway, the way
Right.
Well, that's cool. Maybe we can pull that off.
Pilgrimage really, I think, helped me with that this year. Just going through, because that first 24 hours, I thought I was going to have to quit because of that blister.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I showed you guys that one. That
It was a big one.
It was like half the size of my palm, and then it broke on the white loop.
Yep.
I didn't realize that till I got back, but I stopped and I talked to Nicole, and I had run out of water at that point, and she's like, give it a break. Give yourself a break, a long break, 5 to 7 hours if you need to, and then come back at it. So I
Good
slept, I
advice.
looked at it. I ended up doing like antibiotic cream and gauze and KT tape and then a ankle compression over it, and I never felt that blister.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
That's awesome.
That's great. Yeah, you
Um,
can overcome a lot if you just give yourself time for
Yep.
sure.
And I
Yeah.
just like the pilgrimage, you have time for most of it to do
and I
that.
had
Like,
a
you have
cushion
time
at
for
that
shit.
point.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I was at 50 miles at that point, and so I had a cushion to be able to go through, and then just things kind of slowly fell apart. I was doing okay, and then once my back hit, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, if I try to keep going, I don't know if I'm going to make the time cut off first, and then second, this could really fuck me up for the Sticks.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like going through that and having that like first time where really truly like your feet hurt so bad, and then you stop for a little bit, and then they're just numb.
Yeah.
And like that was the first time that I really had that like other half of that experience. And my big toes, like on the corners, are just fully getting their feeling back at this point. Like,
Yeah.
it takes a lot longer than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, I remember after I did Moab the first time, my
Yeah.
big toes were numb for like a month. Like I couldn't feel them at all. And that was bizarre to me.
It's probably a good thing that you couldn't feel them.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
The first
it
one I
wasn't a
would've been
bad
numb.
thing at that point. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I wish everything would have.
Everything else would have just went numb too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be cool though, because you'll have 2 150s in a month.
Yeah.
Because Sticks is
Yeah.
actually in May still as well.
Yep.
Which is
Harold
pretty
and I
badass.
think, are the only two that are signed up for Pilgrimage and Sticks.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Farrell.
Harold. Okay.
We do have someone that's supposed to sign up. We'll see if they get it done or not. Yeah.
Elena.
Elena said she's trying to get the time off to come
Yeah.
out. So
Oh, that'd
hopefully
be
she can
fun.
make it. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
You guys, it could be like the 3 amigos from the pilgrimage.
Yep.
She would do well out there.
I think
she
so,
would
too.
Yeah. The thing is just like whether she could get the time off.
For sure.
I'm gonna get a beer.
No, Chase is getting a beer. Guys, time out. I'm okay.
I can't partake because I have
You're still working.
I'm still working, and I lead a sobriety group on Friday nights. I feel like that would
she's got a
be-
Friday night sobriety group, so she can't really partake.
I suppose that
Your sobriety, they show up.
Don't mind me. I'm one beer deep.
that wouldn't look that good.
No.
Awesome. Well, Kelly, any dream races that you have,
Ooh.
like someday over the rainbow?
I don't know if I do. I think the further along I get and the more I realize that I'm capable of, that first day of pilgrimage, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this. Like even beyond just the blister, I was like, this is so much more technical than the Sticks is the most technical race I had done before that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But getting through that and realizing, okay, I kind of liked some of these, like fuck the white loop still. it's the white devil. It truly is to me. Um, but going through that, I think I'm realizing more and more that I'm capable of a lot more than I thought I was. Um, and that's the part that's exciting to me, I
Yeah.
think. And things like I will probably never be able to do Barkley. I'm not in that league. The navigation part of it does not appeal to me.
Yeah.
Me
No,
neither.
thanks. I'm good. Um, but doing something like Fall State or um HOTS, maybe,
Mhm.
but that's something where I'd really have to practice more the unsupported side.
Yeah.
That'd be like after I do pilgrimage uncrewed one
Yeah.
year or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I I don't know. Right now, I think finishing pilgrimage would be like dream race for me
Yeah.
You've got
because
it.
it's beautiful out there, and that's one of those things that because it's a small race and the quality of runners that are there. You had
Mhm.
in your podcast before you had said like we've got some great runners and some great people coming, and I always kind of giggled to myself because I'm like I'm definitely the great people. I am not
I'm
the
not
great
in a great runner.
runner.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that would probably be like finishing that for me right now.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see you
Yeah.
do it
It's
next
gonna
year.
be amazing.
I think you bring up a great point about, I think ultra running just teaches you that you are capable of so much more than you ever thought that you
Mhm.
are,
Mhm.
because you don't have to be a tremendous athlete to finish
No.
these long distances.
Mhm.
You just have to be able to work your ass off, and you got to be pretty tough
Mhm.
most of the time as well.
Mhm. Mentally
But
sometimes
when I
more
was
than
going through the
anything.
distances, when I first started ultra running, my goal was to, like, someday in my life, I'd like to finish a 100 miler.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's how it started. So I worked through the 50K. I'm like, after 50K, I'm like, fuck, I don't know how I could ever do a 50 miler. Then I did a 50 miler, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know how I could ever do 100. Finally, I did that, and eventually, I learned that, oh shit, I can basically do whatever the hell I want as long as I'm willing to, like, suffer enough and put in the work to get
Mhm.
there. So
Mhm.
it's a very cool thing.
Yeah, and I like I said before, on paper, I shouldn't be a runner.
Yeah.
I have asthma, I have allergies, that always show up during these races. I have a very short torso, which means my lungs are small to begin
Mhm.
with. Um, I have arthritis in my L4, L5, and sacrum, and my left leg is like 3/8 of an inch shorter than my right leg. Like, I should not be a runner,
Yeah.
Right.
But you choose to be, and that's
Yes.
but
badass.
Yeah.
I choose to be. One of my, strengths and weaknesses is that I'm stubborn.
Mhm.
I think that's mostly strength.
Yep. Mental strength. Yep.
Kelly, what is your why? Why do you do it? What motivates you to train? What motivates you to push through the really tough times?
A lot of it is the seeing what I'm capable of.
Mhm.
Um, I've I've had some really tough moments. I think most people who do ultra running have some type of trauma in their life. Um, for me, part of it is I've had some relationships that were abusive. About oh gosh, when I think it was 2017. I had a former client that started stalking me, and that continued for 7 years. Off and on when they were out of jail or prison.
Mhm.
Typically, they were doing that. I was getting At one point, I was getting over 1,000 messages a day from this person. Um, and so that really hit me. That really hit my self confidence, and it made me want to stop running and doing things. Um, but I took steps. I went and I got my concealed carry. I
Mhm.
started running with a gun sometimes, or running with mace, kind of depending on where I was at.
Yeah.
I kept doing it. That person made comments about it. They posted pictures of me when I was at the gym,
Uh,
and made comments on their social media. So I couldn't get a protection order because they weren't making threats at me, and it was a
mhm.
public space, and it was on their social media. They figured out how to work around the
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So coming back and realizing I'm more than these things.
Mhm.
Um, And then when I'm in the race and I'm like, God, I just don't know if I want to keep doing this. The thing that I come back to is the story of Mary Vincent,
Huh.
which, if you're a true crime person, you might know her story. It's a. Do you know it, Casey?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to give the short version because it's a very difficult story. The short version, she was a teenager that was hitchhiking, got picked up by somebody who left her naked for dead after cutting off of both of her arms below the elbow. And she survived. She packed her wounds on her arms up. She climbed up the side of a hill or a side of a cliff, made it onto the road, found somebody who got her to the hospital. And she's an artist now. I didn't know that part of it, but she's an artist.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And so what I repeat to myself is, if Mary Vincent can climb up that cliff, I can go one more mile. I can go one more loop. I can do one more round.
Yep.
That's awesome.
She's a badass.
Yep. Great answer.
Mm-hmm. On a lighter note,
Discount code.
discount code. So every episode we do a discount for one of our races or a product or something like that. This time we're going to do a Styx 2027 version discount because it's Kelly's race, basically. So the discount code is going to be SHOTS, SHOTS, and we're going to do it for 3 people at $50 off for the Styx 2027
Yep. Get in there quick.
for when it opens.
Rapid fire. Are you ready for some rapid fire, my friend?
I'm terrible at favorites, so I'll do my best.
Oh, we already know what your consequence is.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
gosh.
you don't answer in, what is it, 5 seconds,
I mean, yeah, 5 seconds.
we are going to replace the Proxima or water in your pack for the Styx with whiskey. Every
Well,
time
good
that
thing I'm a
you
whiskey
At
girl.
random point.
at random points,
A shot.
a shot.
in there.
Yeah, you won't know. It will be a surprise.
It's like, hey, can you fill my water bottle? Yep.
Sure.
So fill my own. Got it.
Good luck with that 150.
Hey, maybe it'll help and I just won't feel it.
It'll numb
That's right.
everything
I
for
mean,
you.
you might find a new strategy. Iron will support it.
He will.
I believe that.
All right, my friend. Favorite movie of all time?
I'm going to go with Misery.
I love that
Ooh,
one.
I
That's a
don't.
good
Do
one.
I know that one? Have I
It's
seen
like
that one?
It's a
no.
Stephen King
Stephen King
novel.
book, yeah.
It's got Kathy Bates in it, and
Uh-huh.
she plays she's like a angel of death kind of serial killer, and
Uh-huh.
she gets her favorite author. It's like
with the where she's
peak
flanking
Kathy
his
Bates.
ankles. Yeah, that's great.
Older
She hobbles
movie?
him at one
Oh,
point.
it's super old. Yeah,
Mm.
super old.
It's like what
80s,
90s,
80s, 90s. Yeah, something like
80s or
that.
90s.
Awesome. So do you have a TV series that you like? That's not no consequences if you don't answer that one, but
I have a lot of shows that I watch like on repeat. The
Hmm.
one that I've been watching recently, I've been rewatching Big Mouth.
never
I
heard
know
of
that
that.
one.
It is very raunchy, and it's kind
like
of the
raunchy.
sex ed I wish I had as a teenager, but it's definitely not appropriate for teenagers.
That's fair. Neither is
sounds
this
good.
podcast, so that's fine.
Well, it's Nick Kroll, which if you know any of his humor,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
it's his basically experiences as a teenager going through puberty, animated and obviously like expanded a little. It's
Hmm.
I'm rewatching it with Steven. I'm making him watch it. We go back and forth on like, okay, you have to watch this show. I'll watch it with you again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been rewatching that one, and then another one that I go back to consistently is The Venture Brothers, which is it's kind of a spoof of Johnny Quest. If you ever watched that back in the day,
Nope.
Johnny Quest was like the kid adventurer with his dad, and it's the kid adventurer that grows up and becomes just basically a giant piece of shit.
Nice.
It has his kids that he's trying to do the boy adventure with, and
Ah.
he clones them. Like it's just, yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome. I got a lot of homework to do.
You do. You don't know what anybody refers to ever somehow.
No,
You
I
know
don't.
you don't.
I
It's
know
crazy.
nothing. Favorite book of all time?
Gosh, that's so hard. I'm such a reader. I am gonna go with Lights Out. That's probably my most recent one that I really liked, which
Okay.
is,
Who's the author?
Navessa I think Allen is her last name,
Okay.
but that is if you're not a dark
Oh, yeah, yeah,
romance
yeah, yeah.
person,
Yeah, it has, like, it's, like, blue and has the skull on the front. Yep, yep, yep. I
it is
haven't
very
read
much
that one yet. Yeah.
it is very dark romance, so if you
Mhm.
are not
Trigger
like
warning.
right, lots of trigger warnings. That was the first book, like, I'd read some romance, and I got to
Mhm.
that one, and I was like, "Oh, I actually like this,"
Yeah.
because I feel like it's more well written than most romance books are,
Mm,
and so I liked it for that part of it, and then, I mean, the romance part is always, cherry on top there.
sure, sure.
I probably won't
Chase
research
doesn't
that
know
one.
that one either.
I
No,
don't.
no.
Do you have a favorite quote?
I mean, I have a handful. The one that I go back to consistently is John Steinbeck. I believe it's from East of Eden. And it says, "And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good."
Nice.
I
It's a
like
good
that.
one.
That's cool. I don't think I've heard that one
I don't
either.
think I have either. I've heard of John
That's a
Steinbeck, but I haven't heard
that's a
of that
really
one.
good quote. Do you play video games?
No.
How about board games or card games?
Few board games
Favorite?
when I have people around. Ticket to Ride.
I don't
Ticket
think I
to
know
Ride?
that
Jesus, I
one.
don't know that. I don't know. I don't know
I
you at all.
gosh, Ticket to Ride. It's a good strategy game. There's like you have to build railroads.
Uh-huh.
And you can do like a Europe one, an American one, and like a few different other places. But you have to get like cards for like rail tracks, and you have to build, and you can play defense on it. If you want to just block people the whole time, you can be an
Mm,
ass and do that. And
nice.
Okay.
but
You like strategy
it's
games?
I love
yeah, and
strategy
it's
games.
shorter than a lot of strategy games. Like it probably 2 hours
Hmm.
Hmm.
maybe. The first time I played it, I was drunk with friends in Austin, and I was like 5 points short of winning.
Well,
So
that's the only
Mm.
way to play board games.
Yeah.
Unless it's chess, that makes you much worse.
I
I'm
can
terrible at
imagine.
chess to begin with, so it's a very low bar.
Yeah. Is that all?
Last one.
Song. Oh yeah, favorite song of all time.
Okay, I'm really bad at favorites, like I said. The one that has been on repeat for me lately has probably been Modern Headspace is the artist, Step Into My Power,
Okay,
which I
I'll have
like.
to look that up
Yes, I
too.
will.
It's
Yep.
it's really like kind of upbeat one,
Uh-huh.
and I like, okay, that's my empowerment one. But
Nice.
there's a handful of other ones I've listened to, and then I have one in mind for when I break 150 at sticks.
Nice. You'll have to hit us up with it before you go out for it.
Yep. Let us know. Do you have anything else you'd like to say, Kelly, or any shout outs or plugs or anything like that?
I mean, the one shout out, definitely Lisa Marie. Um, so far it's been great. I've texted her and called her multiple times with questions about how did you want me to do this, or what if I do this? Can I change this around? And she's been great about it. And I mean, you guys are just awesome. You're definitely ultra family at this point,
Oh,
and
absolutely. Thank you.
um, anytime I talk to anybody at races, like when I was in Florida at Lost 118 and I was talking to people, I'm like, yeah, so there's this race in Nebraska that you guys should really do. And let me tell you about all these other races that I know about.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I would be where I'm at without your guys' races.
Mm.
Oh, thank you.
And I know that I have grown a lot even in this last year, having a really terrible race season in 2025. It still taught me a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
Learning how to push where my limits are and getting that first DNF in the books.
Uh-huh.
Not hitting those goals that I wanted to, but still being able I feel like this year, even though I have 2 DNFs so far out of my 2 races, so I'm 0 for 2, but I'm still proud of both of them.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
I think me a year ago would have focused on I didn't finish
Yeah.
rather than being able to look at I overcame a lot at Florida. I had wheels falling off my cart. I was having issues with my cart within the first half mile
Mm.
of my race. I had a lot of things that went wrong. Um, I had chafing for the first time there, and if you listen to my interview with Lisa Marie and Renee, on their podcast, Ultra Trail Investment. You'll I found out that I had chafing because I had a pee funnel and
What?
the seal did not seal, and I essentially pissed my pants, and that's how I
Nice.
found out I had chafing.
Ouch. That hurt.
So, I mean, going through those kinds of things and then going through pilgrimage and feeling like I have no business being here
Yeah.
and being able to do as much as I did, I don't think I would have been proud of myself a year ago.
That's awesome.
Coming around to realize that I'm more well known, especially through your guys' races, than I thought I was. Like signing up for pilgrimage, and immediately there's like 25 people that are commenting on it, and I'm like, oh, maybe people do know who I am a little bit.
Yeah.
But I love this community. I don't think I would have gotten as invested as I am without you guys. And
Thank you.
yeah,
It's been awesome.
That's
I
awesome.
guess we should also say that Kelly has been an ambassador
Since
since
Cowboy.
basically,
The first Cowboy,
yeah,
which
since the
you've
first
also-
Cowboy year. So,
I have a shout out.
Ooh.
To Kelli Means.
yes.
Cheers to her.
Cheers to Kelly. She's drinking water. but
Because
coffee.
Ultraverse Supplements would not be what it is
Without
today
Kelly.
either
Mhm.
without Kelli Means.
Yep.
I mean, you talk about a volunteer that you can basically throw their shit out of the vehicle and say, here you go.
Mhm.
You got it.
I'm pretty sure that's what we did at French Pass last year. I think we set up
Yeah.
some stuff, but we had like people getting off course, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. So like, I'm pretty sure I saw you driving up to the trailhead as I was leaving. I was like, hey, bye. Here you go.
Absolutely. We know that the runners will be taken care of
Yes.
better than what we could take care of.
Yeah.
If we leave Kelly.
Yeah, because I'm not touching anybody's feet,
Exactly.
and Kelly will.
But, helped us since the very first year at Cowboy, has helped us so much. If you think about the people who have helped us the most, Ken and Kim are up there,
Mhm.
and Kelli Means
Right there
is
with them.
right there with them too.
For
So
sure.
thank you so
Yes,
much,
thank
my
you,
friend.
Kelly.
Like I said, we're not where we are without you either.
Thanks.
Anything else?
I don't think so. Don't be a pussy.
I think
mean,
you already said that to
never.
Larry.
Oh yeah, I did say
Yeah.
that. Sorry, Larry. Love you, bud.
No takesies,
Somewhere,
backsies.
I don't know. I have like a shelf up top, and they like to lay up there and pretend that they're like big cats.
They're in
I
charge
meant
of the
like,
world.
as a cat reference, pussy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I get it. I got it.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Picked it up.
I thought that one went over. Yeah.
Nope. Picked it
No,
up.
no.
Awesome.
You're clucking big chicken.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, everybody. Thanks for
Thank you, Kelly.
listening, and we will see you guys next time.
Cheers. Thank you.
Yep. Bye.